Hey guys, what's up? So it's been about a week-ish since I last made a video, and I had created a script for this video, but honestly guys, I don't like doing that. I don't like making a script and then reading it from my phone or from my piece of paper. It just don't feel authentic, you know? And hey, if you don't like that, if you don't like just me talking to the camera like straight up, then just click off this video because this channel is not going to be for you in the future. And it's not like I'm going to get a bunch of views anyways right now, this early on in my career. So I'm just going to be talking to the camera straight up, uh, no script, no nothing. So in my last video, I discussed what assets are and what are some simple common assets that most people can invest in, and that it doesn't take $10,000 to start investing in assets. It just takes the right mindset. Anyways, this video I wanted to talk about liabilities because I feel like a lot of us, especially younger people like me, we tend to buy a lot of liabilities, such as clothing, new clothing, jewelry, especially at my age right now, a new car, a car payment. These things are liabilities simply because it's taking money out of your pocket. And I know that some of these things we want very badly, we want very much, like clothes, for example. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. And yesterday when I was scrolling on Instagram, I saw this hoodie that it was a Jesus merch, and I really wanted to buy it. I really wanted to buy it. It was like 65 bucks though. And after thinking about it, after waiting like a few hours from initially wanting to buy it, I realized that it wouldn't have been smart financially to buy it at this time, simply because it's a liability. I could always use that $65, put it into my savings, or invest it into my Roth IRA or into my 401k, for example. So it's always very tempting to spend your money on liabilities, which I don't know if I've went over the definition of liabilities. This is why I usually make a script for this type of video, but I was like, But liabilities are simply things that take money out of your pocket from your paycheck. Each time you're getting paid, anything that's taking money from that paycheck is a liability. Now, I'm not saying that you can't go and buy yourself some new clothes. You can't go buy a new game console. I'm just suggesting that you really stop and you really think about it. Is this gonna help me at my current moment? Do I need the money that I'm gonna use to buy the liabilities right now? Could I put it to something more useful, like an asset, like your Roth IRA account, which is a retirement account that you could put money in, buy stocks with, and it will grow over time. It'll compound interest. So by the time I'm like 60, I'm gonna have over $1 million in that account because I've been investing with each paycheck instead of buying liabilities, as a small example. But there's always something better you can buy rather than buying liabilities. There's always an asset you can invest in. Your savings account, you could put the money into your savings account, so when you have an emergency, for example, your car breaks down, you need some new tires, you have that money that you was going to spend on the liabilities put in your savings account, so you could take that money out when you have a problem and boom, get the problem solved, fixed. So the best thing you can do is just think about it financially, from a financial standpoint. If you ever get an impulse to buy something, just wait. That's what I do. when I get that first initial impulse to buy some clothes, to buy a new watch, try to buy a new car, because I was doing that recently, looking on Facebook Marketplace, looking for a project car, which I cannot afford right now. But I waited. I got that impulse. I waited about a few days, and then I realized that I didn't really want it. I just wanted it at that moment. It was an impulse. So it's always good to just wait a few days, and if you still really want it and you're okay financially, go for it. It can't hurt you. You can always make more money in this world. Another thing I would like to talk about before I end this video is education. So some people say that it could be a liability. Others say that it's an asset. In my personal opinion, I believe that it's an asset, especially if you're spending money on books, on courses that are going to teach you information or give you knowledge that's going to make you increase what you're earning right now. It's not a waste of money or a liability to buy some books, some courses, to learn other ways or new ways to build your income up now. For instance, when I was in high school, every paycheck I was getting, I was spending on books. I got loads of books in my room, from the 48 Laws of Power, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, a bunch of David Goggin books. I have a bunch of different books in there. But I knew at the time that I needed to get the knowledge. I needed to gain knowledge on what the wealthy are doing that the poor isn't. So that is why I went ahead and spent the money to learn that knowledge. I also spent some money on some courses over those years as well, which some would say would be a waste of time. Others would say not. But in my personal opinion, I believe it wasn't a waste of time. For example, I bought a copywriting course. Now, of course, I didn't make a lot of money from it, and after a few months of doing it, I realized it wasn't for me. But I still have that knowledge up here in my head. I understand how copywriting works and what's the best way to convince people to buy. So it wasn't a waste. It wasn't a liability, in my opinion. So yeah, if you're ever in question about if it's a liability or an asset, my advice for you is to go ask ChatGPT, because it's a very helpful tool, especially this day and the age we live in. ChatGPT can help you with a lot of different things: starting a new business, increasing your current income, giving you advice whether it's smart to buy something or not. Go use ChatGPT. Or you could do what I do and just wait a few days. And if you still feel strongly about buying that liability or buying that clothing or jewelry or watch, go ahead and just buy it. You can always make more money. So until the next one, see you guys.